service brake is used to control the speed of the vehicle and to realize its stop. SINOMACH motor grader adopted full hydraulic single-line drum brake system. The service brake system is mainly composed of gear pump, brake pedal valve, charging valve, accumulator, brake, and oil pipes. The gear pump is the main power source of the brake system. It is installed on the transmission. The accumulator is installed inside the front end of rear frame. The brake pedal valve is connected to the brake pedal in the cab. The safety valve on the brake pedal valve sets the brake system pressure at 10 MPa. The charging valve is installed on the lower right side of the cab floor frame. The function of the charging valve is to provide pressure oil to the accumulator and reserve the pressure of emergency brake. In the meantime, it also provides pressure oil required for braking to the brake pedal valve. All four wheels are fitted with service brakes. All brake elements are connected together through oil pipes. The brake fluid is hydraulic oil, and the brake system shares the same hydraulic oil tank with the hydraulic system. The working principle of the brake system is as follows. When the engine is working, the gear pump supplies oil to the brake system. The oil passes through the charging valve, accumulator, pedal valve, and oil pipes. Finally, reaches the brakes fitted on the wheels. When the brake pedal is pressed, the pressure oil enters into the brake. The oil pressure overcomes the preload of the return spring in the brake to combine the brake friction plate with the brake drum, and relatively combine the rotating drive hub with the stationary drive axle housing to intervene or stop the rotation of the hub, so as to slow down or stop the grader. When the brake pedal is released, the brake pedal valve will cut off the oil supplied to the brake and return the oil in the brake to the hydraulic oil tank through the brake valve to release the brake. The brake pedal valve is a kind of proportional servo valve. The braking force of the grader will be dependent on the force of the operator pressing the brake pedal. During the charging process of the charging valve, if the accumulator pressure does not reach the set value of the system, the brake low pressure alarm lamp in the cabin will work. When the pressure of the accumulator reaches the set value, the alarm lamp will be off and the grader can be driven again. The accumulator is actually a safety device, an auxiliary power source. Its function is to reserve and release the brake oil pressure when the motor grader is driving, but the engine stops unexpectedly. The oil pump stops supplying oil to the charging valve. The accumulator will release the oil pressure and provide the emergency brake oil pressure for the brake. When the pressure of the accumulator reaches the set value, the charging valve will stop supplying pressure oil to the accumulator, so that the hydraulic oil returns to the oil tank through the bypass pipeline.